Kung bago ka lang dito sa NTPH, maaari bang makahingi ng isang like at subscribe? At huwag kalimutan pindutin ang notification bell para ma-notify kapag may ganito tayong upload. Salamat kabayan!
Magandang araw po sa inyo. Narito po ako ngayon para sa panibagong kabanata at episode ng Spokes Hour. Matapos po ang 50 araw, salamat sa Diyos at nag-file na rin ng kauna-unahang pleading ang mga abogado ni Tatay Digong para siya'y mapagpalaya. Ito po ay isang challenge sa jurisdiction na hukuman na matagal ko na pong sinasabi na ito talaga ang dapat i-file. Tsaka na yung provisional release kasi gaya ng sinabi ko dati sa inyo, ang provisional release, wala po ako nakita na kahit sinong akusado ng core crimes, gaya ng crimes against humanity na ginamit nila kay Tatay Digong na nabigyan ng provisional remedy. Tsaka yung provisional remedy, hindi rin sa Pilipinas yan, sa ibang miyembro ng ICC. Pero mabuti naman, after 50 days, na-file na itong challenge to the jurisdiction na parang motion to dismiss. Ang hinanakit ko lang, bakit naman pinayagang matulog sa kulungan ng 50 araw ang ating Tatay Digong bago mag-file ng ganitong lack of jurisdiction. Siyempre, alam nyo na ang dahilan yan. Ang linalaman ng petisyon ay dahil nga po pangalawang taon na nasimula ng preliminary investigation ng hukuman at dahil dyan ay lampas na isang taon na dapat nagsimula ng preliminary investigation ng piskalya. Ang rationale po nito, ang Rome Statute po hindi mandatory. Libre mga bansa magdesisyon kung sumapi at libre ng mga bansa na magdesisyon kung sila bibitiw na sa ICC. At kapag sila ay nagdesisyon na bumitiw, hindi naman ibig sabihin na forever sila ay may duty to cooperate. Nakasaad mismo sa tratado ng Rome Statute at sa desisyon ng Burundi na kinakailangan simulan yung trigger to the court's jurisdiction, which is the preliminary investigation, sa loob ng isang taon matapos ang deposit of instruments of ratification. Ang sasabihin ng prosecution, yung preliminary examination daw ay nasimulan doon sa unang taon kung kailan nagbitiw ang Pilipinas. Pero yung preliminary examination, hindi po yan sakop ng formal na stage ng ICC. Yan po ay lahat ng sources pwede tignan ng prosecution para malaman niya kung talagang magdediretso siya sa preliminary investigation. Ang kauna-unahang pagkakataon na nagtitrigger sa court's jurisdiction ay yung preliminary investigation at yan po ay nasisimulan kapag humingi nga po ng leave of court sa pretrial chamber na magsisimula ng preliminary investigation. Diyan po tayo natalo. At ang dahilan na kaya tayo natalo ay unang-una, hindi inallege ng Office of the Solicitor General yung lack of jurisdiction. In fact, isang paragraph lang po sinabi nila sa pre-trial chamber na UN Charter pa in-invoke nila. No? Hindi nila diniscuss kung ano yung epekto ng pag-withdraw at yung pagsisimula ng preliminary investigation sa pangalawang taon na matapos tayo mag-withdraw. No? At sabi nga ng Appellate Tribunal naman, ang sabi nila, hindi mo inallege yan during the pre-trial chamber proceedings, di mo po pwedeng i-allege yan for the first time on appeal. So malinaw po, wala pang desisyon ng ICC sa jurisdiction pagdating sa tinatawag na rationale temporal. Kasi yung rationale temporal, sabihin natin may jurisdiction dun sa subject matter, sako pa ba pagdating dun sa oras? Kasi temporal is oras. At yung oras na sinasabi ko nga, yan ay isang taon matapos na mag-withdraw tayo sa pagiging miyembro ng ICC. Well, mabuti po. Yan naman po ang ginawa ng grounds ng dalawa nating dayong abogado. Pero wag naman nating isipin na yung dalawang abogado lang nakaisip niyan, ha? Matagal ko na pong sinasabi yan. Ibig sabihin, hindi naman po ibig sabihin, palibasa walang Pilipinong abogado na walang Pilipino na may alam sa proceedings sa ICC. Paulit-ulit ko na pong sinasabi yan at nagagalak naman ako na itong si Professor Jacobs, yan ang sinulat niya. Naniniwala po ako na magaling po talaga itong Professor Jacobs. Yan po ay nagtuturo din ng International Criminal Law at bihasa rin, talagang nag-represent po yan ng mga akusado sa ICC. No? At hindi po siya nag-enter at bumitiw. No? Dahil ang mga nagpanalo naman po dun sa Bemba case ay ibang abogado po. No? Hindi nating abogado, pero ang gusto ko sanang kunin na abogado natin, yung nagpanalo kay Bemba. But in any case, we are finally happy na after 50 days na kinulong nila si Tatay Digong, meron na tayong motion to dismiss. No? Dahil ngayon, kinakailang desisyon na yan ng hukuman. Ako'y kampante na talaga magdidesisyon ng hukuman. Kasi nga kung babasahin nyo yung desisyon doon sa whether or not magtutuloy ang preliminary investigation, sinabi talaga nila, hindi ito desisyon sa jurisdiction ng hukuman kasi hindi inallege ng Pilipinas. At hanggang ngayon po, sinisisi ko ang Office of the Solicitor General, bakit hindi linabas yan? Dahil ang kwento po niyan, bago naman ako tumakbo nung eleksyon noong 2022, ako po yung nanguna doon sa interagency na body na binuo para nga sumagot dyan sa request ng ICC sa komento kung magtutuloy nga ang preliminary investigation. Nagulat na lang po ako na kumuha sila ng isang abogadong dayuhan at hindi na pinadaan sa ating mga Pilipino ang kasagutan. No? Pero yun nga po, nalulungkot ako na hindi inallege ang lack of jurisdiction. Ang inallege lang nila yung tinatawag na complementarity na nagsasabi na hindi magtutuloy ang proseso kapag ang mga lokal na hukuman ay able and willing. Ang sabi ng pre-trial tribunal, dahil hindi ka nag-discuss ng lack of jurisdiction, inaamin mo na merong jurisdiction. Pero ganun pa man, dun sa desisyon ng pre-trial chamber, sinabi talaga nila, hindi ito desisyon sa jurisdiction. Hindi kasi inallege in the first place yung lack of jurisdiction, so hindi sila kinakailangan magdesisyon. At ngayon, ito yung pagkakataon na dapat magdesisyon sila. Kampante po ako na madidismiss ang kaso for lack of jurisdiction dahil meron ng desisyon doon sa Burundi at meron pang bagong desisyon na in-invoke itong si Professor Jacobs. Maraming salamat, Professor Jacobs. Iba po talaga kapag professor ang gumagawa ng pleadings, up to date po talaga sa jurisdiction. No? So in any case, yan po yung suma total ng final ni Tatay Digong at naniniwala po ako na bagamat matagal ang proseso pagdidesisyon dyan, sa Pilipinas po kasi 90 days upon submission for resolution. Ito po syempre, sasabihin mo ng prosecution na sumagot. Hindi ko po alam bakit dito sa Europe napakatagal nila gumawa ng pleadings. Mantakin mo 50 days bago mo nakagawa nitong challenge to the court's jurisdiction. Hindi po ako magtataka kung ang prosecution hihingi na naman ng 50 days. Meanwhile, 100 days total na nakakulong si Tatay Digong. Kung kakilala ko yung aking dating amo na yan, ni isang araw ayaw talaga niyang makulong at mahusgahan ng mga dayuhang mga husgado. Dahil paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi, tanging Pilipinong mga mahistrado lang ang dapat maghusga sa kanya at dahil tayo malaya at soberenyong bansa, dapat mga hukumang Pilipino lang ang magdedesisyon. Okay, so yan po yung latest sa development sa kaso ni Tatay Digong. Now,
that he knows that he has a whole crowd of supporters, not just crowd, perhaps a huge part of the population in the Philippines
Millions,
who are
sir.
thinking of him every day,
Yes.
are wishing him the best and wishing for his return as soon as possible.
Yes.
And as I said, this is just a fraction of the mail that we're receiving.
Yes, sir.
And I've been tasked to take this back today and to sort through it and to let him know, each and every person who is writing to him, because it means a lot to him. He
Yes.
knows that he has followers, he knows that he has supporters. I'm ready to answer any questions.
You first. Attorney, on behalf of the Filipino people, how is our former president?
He's in good spirits.
When
As
you
I said, he knows
okay, he knows.
the sheer amount of mail that he's been receiving. Physically, he can't go through it.
Okay,
So he's asked me to do that.
okay. Does it also mean, sir, that it is an additional work for you to do this? Would you rather have
I don't regard this as being work. I regard this as being a pleasure
perfect?
to bring the support of the Filipinos to the former president.
Thank you, sir. Also, sir, with respect to your statement respecting the judicial process, do we have a timeline for that, sir?
The judicial process?
Like in general, like is
Well,
it
what I can
months or
perhaps reveal
years?
is that in the coming days, perhaps even today, perhaps tomorrow, perhaps at the beginning of next week,
Okay,
but no more than in 1 week, we'll be filing our jurisdictional challenge.
thank you, sir. Because in relation to that, sir, there are also questions from the Filipino people that some of the judges has expressed already statement that they are sort of against the former president. But is it that having him here in ICC already statement that they have jurisdiction already to the former president, sir?
I'm not aware of any comments expressed by ICC judges. I'm certainly not going to comment on that
Okay.
allegation. I find it hard to believe. As far as I'm concerned, the ICC is a court which will hear our application and will apply all due process. I have full confidence in the judges at the present moment in time.
Thank you, sir.
I have no reason to believe anything else.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Attorney Kaufman, recently Vice President Sara Duterte confirmed that she is part of the arrest list of the ICC. What are your comment about this?
She's part of what? Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Arrest list.
Arrest list.
I don't know anything about an arrest list. You're going to have to ask that question to the Office of the Prosecutor, Karim Khan.
Okay.
How
Be-
about the
Because, sir, in relation to that, the mindset is that we are afraid that it's going to be another Filipino going to be surrendered here again in the ICC. So,
Once again, I can't comment. I'm here to do one job and one job only, not
Okay.
to represent other people.
okay,
I'm here to represent the former president.
okay, sir, clear.
Yeah, maybe in line with that, will the incumbent vice president face the same fate as her father, and how do you perceive these cases' potential impact on the principles of international criminal law, particularly concerning the prosecution of former heads of state?
That's a very, how can I say, apropos question at the present moment in time. There are heads of state who have been targeted, including a head of state in my country, from where I come from. Once again, it's a very contentious issue, and I'm not going to start talking about that in the media. It's an academic debate on it as well.
Yes.
So really, it's not relevant to my representation of President Duterte.
Sir, are you confident that there will be a favorable response to the application of your jurisdictional strategy?
I've said already in the media that I think it's a compelling argument, but the ultimate arbiters of that argument are the judges themselves.
Okay.
And it's not for me to tell them how to find, ultimately, what they believe is the correct decision, the correct judgment. I hope they will accept my argument.
Okay. Sir, are you confident that former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte will be brought back to the Philippines before even the confirmation of charges?
That is certainly my ambition, yes.
Okay. Do you have a message to the Filipino people who are closely following the development of the case of our former president that we love and adore, sir?
As I've told you already, just respect the process, trust us as his lawyers to do the job properly, and we hope that we will bring the right result home.
Sir, on behalf of the Filipino people, we are praying for you. We are hoping for a positive response or result through all of this. We can't wait to welcome our former president back home to the Philippines, and it's through you and your team. We always pray for you that God will give you the wisdom.
Thank you very much. It means a lot to me and it means a lot to him as well. May I also say
Yes,
that I
sir.
have been following the proceedings in the Senate. I've even read the final report.
Yes.
I've seen the thorough work that has been done by Senator Amy Marcos.
That's correct.
Mention has been made of the arrest, mention has been made even of the jurisdictional arguments. They are very compelling and they support our arguments as well. So
Are you saying, sir, that the result of the Senate inquiry actually favors the application of your jurisdictional argument?
there are definitely arguments that can be derived from that report and will be used. Reference will possibly be made as well.
Thank you so much for that, sir. We can't wait for you to tell us that your argument is accepted and the president will be brought back to the Philippines.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.